Hey everyone, my name is James and welcome back to ChippysCouch. So today's episode of Terraria Overhaul is probably going to have one of the most interesting boss fights to look at I've ever done in Terraria. So today is Duke Fishron. Duke Fishron for me is a pretty hard boss. Like, I have problems with it. If I'm not like fully equipped, I'll die to it every time. But I feel like it's going to look great in Terraria Overhaul because Duke Fishron is one of those bosses that does flips, and so do we. Now, the weapon I'm going to use today is going to be the chain gun. So this is what I was farming for yesterday. I saw a few comments that was like, oh, are you going to go with Spectre all the way? Nah, I'm going to go Ranger. I really want to get as much out of this playthrough as I possibly can. So I'm like changing classes wherever I can. So here's the chain gun in Terraria Overhaul. I never showed it yesterday, but this is what it looks like. So keep in mind, in normal Terraria, it looks like this. It goes... that sums it up. So here's how it looks in Overhaul. So it fires up, and then it shakes the screen, and it's pretty much the same. And it sends out all these shells on the floor, which look amazing. I'm very happy about those. So for today's setup, we are going to need a bunch of shroomite. So let me go down and speak to my potion master, and I'm going to buy from her some spelunker and also some mining potions. Because what I've got to do today is I, one, have to go get chlorophyte, because I'm going to use chlorophyte bullets. So I'm going to need a lot of chlorophyte. Chlorophyte bullets are great if you can't be bothered to aim, which I can't be bothered to aim with this gun because it's a little bit of a mess and all the screen shake and stuff. But a lot of people would argue against using them because they're quite expensive. There are better bullets out there in Terraria, but I find I find chlorophyte bullets to just be like such a relaxing bullet to have. Like, I like using them. But because of that, I'm going to need a lot of that, and I'm also going to need a lot of mushrooms. Now, you may remember in the last episode, I spent a bit of time like converting part of my jungle to be mushroom. Now, there was a second reason for that, and the second reason was I'm going the wrong way. It's here. But the other reason was so that I could collect mushrooms a lot easier, because I'm going to need a lot. So sadly, we're kind of in the end game now. Like, I've been slowing things down for a couple of days, you know, to make sure that I've seen everything. You know, I really wanted to make this a good series, but I feel like the time for slowing down has gone. Like, we are going to go pretty full force from now on. Like, we're going for the end, basically, right? We're going for that Moonlord kill. So we have Duke Fishron, we have the Lunatic Cultists, we have the 4 Pillars. We're also going to do the last tier of the Old One's army, since we spent so much time on it. And then, yeah, after that, that's it. It's going to be a straight shot to Moonlord, which is going to be fun. I don't know exactly what setup I'm fully going to use for the Moonlord yet, but it's going to be good. I really want to make it special. But then after the Moonlord, I'm going to do another special ending. It's just a big thank you, because this series, like I've mentioned many times, has been my most popular series I've ever done on the channel. And it's all thanks to you guys, the people that get here, you like the video, you wait to see what that special comment at the end is, and you've kept up with that. And I don't know, I just really appreciate it. So I'm going to make it a really sick ending. I've got a good idea. I won't tell you all yet, but I just want to make something that visually looks very interesting. That's the goal. Anyway, I'm going to collect all these mushrooms and mine some green stuff. Okay, I grabbed a bunch of green stuff. Now I just need to cut down these trees. I don't exactly know how many mushrooms we need. I know it's a lot. Like, to get a full set, it's like, I feel like it's a good couple of hundred. I'm coming up on 300, so I'm hoping that's enough. That sounds about right. Like, that doesn't sound too bad. Oh, there's a there's a Christmas tree up here. What? That's so cool. I forget that Overhaul does that. If you leave a world and come back, your items that were on the floor are still there. So every now and again, I'll like pick something up and I'm like, oh, nice, cool. All right, sick. I got another sword. I'll actually sell this because it's good for reforging, right? Hello, Truffle. I would like to sell some stingers and this wonderful... this sword won't go into my inventory. It's broken. Is this straight up broken? Alright, well that's cool. I mean, I guess it was a gift anyway. We weren't meant to have it. Alright, let's have a little look. So, we need to make up Actually, let's test out the shroomite bar thing. How many of these do we need? Okay, so I managed to get 29. So I clearly need a lot more. What will 29 make you, though? Is it like a very expensive recipe? It might be. It might not be. Actually, it's not too bad. So, what's that looking like? Oh, yeah, around 40-something. Hey, not bad. Okay. Well, I'll keep hunting for mushrooms, and then I'll be back. So, I actually can't be bothered to hunt around for these mushrooms. So, I'm going to convert even more of my jungle, just so I can actually get these trees. Because this is what I was doing in the Switch version. I was like, oh, I need mushrooms. I'll just get trees. So, something, like, pretty cool happened earlier. I thought this was, like, a story worth telling. So, basically, right, I needed a new Apple Pencil. And Apple Pencils are, like, the biggest luxury in the world. Like, it's a glorified stylus, but I'm moving over to a new iPad, so my old pencil doesn't work. So I bought a pencil a couple of years ago, and it was a bit of a sting, and, like, I use it a lot. So it's kind of vital for me, right? So I go onto eBay and I'm like, right, let's find the cheapest second-hand pencil I can get. Because I don't want to pay Apple's prices for these pencils. Not again, right? Because I've already had to buy one. And the first one I could find was like really cheap. They were like, oh, it's unboxed, it's been used, you know, cosmetic wear. And I'm thinking, like, I don't mind, because it's just at the end of the day, like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to make it look scuffed after a while anyway. So it arrived today in under 24 hours. I didn't pay shipping. The shipping was included. And it was brand new. Like, the box had not even been touched. Like, everything was perfectly sealed. Like, when I ordered it, it was like, doesn't come with a box, doesn't come with anything. It's just the pen. So I don't know what went on at eBay, but I got pretty lucky, I'm not going to lie. So, I don't know, it just really made my day. I was like, man, what a bargain. Okay, let's convert these bars over. So we now have 60 pieces. So if I go over to our workbench, we can get the breastplate, the leggings, and then we need the helmet for bullets. So bullet damage. So bam, bam, bam. Swap this over to Ranger. That's going to be our loadout for Duke Fishron. You actually can't see us right now because we're invisible. Oh yeah. Man, our vanity looks pretty interesting right now. Like, I don't know, it's got a lot going on with it, with all these accessories and such. So, that is another piece of armor that's going into the chest. I've really enjoyed doing that this series, having, like, all these different armors. Like, if we just count them out here, all the ones that we've actually used. Let me get rid of, like, these ninja pants. I'm never going to use them. So, we got the apprentice outfit. We got the chlorophyte outfit. Hallowed. Adamantite. We got Spectre, we got the rune set, and we got, once again, oh, I said jungle instead of chlorophyte. You know, I said that back to front, but you know what I mean. I was like, oh, this is chlorophyte. So yeah, so we got quite a lot. Like, it's quite a lot of armor, and obviously shroomite as well. So we've definitely put in our time. And it's funny because my playtime is actually pretty low, all things considered, because of the fact that we've been like steamrolling through the game. Okay, so now it's chlorophyte bullet time, and this is going to take a little while. Like, I've got a lot to do here. Okay, so before we do Duke Fishron, I've made all of my bullets, but we have one last thing to craft. Now, I want you all to please forgive me for my ignorance on this yesterday. So in the last episode, I made myself some bone wings, and I told you all pretty confidently that they were better than leaf wings. So that's not true, like, at all. Bone wings are apparently way worse than leaf wings, and I don't know why. Like, why is that a thing? Because leaf wings you can get the moment you go into hard mode. Yeah, they cost a platinum, but who hasn't got a platinum, right? There's so much you can sell in Terraria. Bone wings requires you to unlock an enemy after Plantera and then farm for it. Like, it makes no sense. Like, I feel like bone wings either need a big buff or leaf wings need a nerf. Like, what's going on with that? Like, who came up with that? It's strange, isn't it? So yeah, that's why I said it so confidently, because I was like, yeah, it must be clear. It must be better than the other. Maybe it's the lava thing. Is the lava thing just an overhaul thing? I can't remember. I was meant to look that up, and I actually forgot. I apologize. I'm wasting all my money, and this is very painful to watch. I will take the crit rate charge, and I will say, thank you very much, Mr. Goblin. Please don't mug me off anymore. So there we go. That's our setup for Duke Fishron. I am really, really excited for this. This is one fight that I was really gunning for in this series. Just one I'm just like proper pumped for. Look at that. I love this build as well. This is the build I used in the Switch edition for my Twitter playthrough. I really like this build. I'm very, very pleased with it. Oh yeah, it's now spring in Terraria Overhaul. That kind of transition happened, which is nice. I really liked winter, actually. My favorite season is probably summer, though, just in Terraria in general. But like I say, it's coming up to winter, which is sad. In real life, all the people from Britain, they go back to, like, college in about 2 weeks. Now, I'm pretty sure that you Americans, you go back now, or you're already back in your place of study, right? Or you're, like, back at your internship, or whatever. Maybe you're in school. I don't know how old you are. So summer's kind of over. But I just want to say thanks for spending the remainder with me. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, Duke Fishron. What are we doing for the arena? I bet you'd like to know. I was going to buy some potions that teleported me here, but I'm not gonna. Because my NPC is dead. So we're walking here manually. I can get rid of these now. I was going to get some Souls of Flight, and then I remembered I actually have some already. Okay, so here's what we're doing. Here's my arena. This is the arena I do for every Duke Fishron fight. You know what I forgot? Can somebody point it out? One of you is in school, and one of you is clearly very clever. What did we forget? We forgot a fishing pole, so we can't even spawn it in. Right, let me build out this arena. I'll go make one. I actually haven't fished a single thing in this entire series, so this will technically be the first fishing pole of the series. And we're going to... Actually, wait. Can't you just make one out of wood? Oh, snap, boy. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Right, if you were screaming that out, your screen, you get bonus points, right? That's extra credit. It's a bit of a panicky day in Britain, because in Britain, it's currently it's the 14th. It's my niece's birthday. Tomorrow is the A-level results for the 18-year-olds, and I can remember exactly what that's like. That is a hard night's sleep. Although they do it a lot better now. Apparently now they email you your results, and then you go in for your certificates. They might have actually had that when I was in college. I'd have to ask Court about that one. But I remember back in the day, it would be like you showed up, and you'd be finding out if you got that big F right in front of all your friends and all your favourite teachers. It was the worst. Man, I didn't do so well in my first year of college. I spent all of my time making Terraria videos, no joke. And then my second year, I had to like actually crack down because I was so convinced I was going to university. I never actually ended up going to university. I decided to make Terraria videos. Here we are, 4 years later. And my family is still like, that gap year, how's that coming along? Okay, so this fight is going spectacular. I didn't want to do this fight unless I got some rolls in. So if you see me just randomly rolling, you know why. I have to get the rolls in because otherwise, what's the point? Did you see how I just rolled past that boy right then? I hope you did. So the roll is actually like, basically it's invincibility frames, right? So you could roll like that through some of the attacks and stuff. So I could roll through this, yeah. So when you actually like have a little bit of time to pay attention to it, it's pretty useful. Like, I like the roll system. Okay, this is all going bad now. Alright, I'm going to lose this. I'm actually going to lose this. My hand slipped on the keyboard. I'm not even playing, actually. I'm using a controller, and it's my little brother playing. Yeah, I just messed that one up. I'm going to go grab another truffle worm. Good fight, though. A good start to a fight. Alright. Flips and stuff. We're going to do it. There's got to be flips. I don't know if the flips actually... does it affect your crit? I can't imagine it does. I don't even know why I said that. Like, it clearly must not. Oh, there was actually one thing I wanted to do to my accessories. Ooh. I might do them in a minute. That's one thing. That's something I should have really accounted for. I'm not wearing the obsidian shield. And that would help me out a lot. But I was going to add the balloon back onto our accessories so that I have a higher jump. So I thought that'd be a little bit more effective. But I think what I need to do is start circling a little bit wider. So really using like the full space of everything we've got. Okay, we're into the second phase now. Everything's a little bit faster, a little bit more intense. Flip. Oh, I messed that one up. No. Okay. The flips are so scary because I feel like every time I flip, I just lose momentum. Oh, God, that was not a good flip. That was definitely a 0 out of 10. Oh, that one was a 10. Okay. Oh, I'm caught between two Sharknadoes. Yeah, there's no chance. Okay, so... Oh, man, heart's beating quite a bit there. Unsurprisingly, when you're not trying to do flips and trick shots, not a bad fight. Although, I think compared to, like, normal Terraria, so non-overhaul, I feel like it was definitely a step up. Like, that difficulty really seemed to spike. And I think it's because when you're, like, dodging in the final phase, your momentum is a lot different than it would be in normal Terraria, so it doesn't kind of match up. But I really enjoyed that. So what did I get? I got a shrimpy truffle, which is great. And I also got the razor blade typhoon, which is a really sick mage weapon. One that I actually haven't used in a very long time. This makes me almost want to try mage for the lunatic cultist, which is something I might do now. I might actually swap over to a mage build. May as well. I mean, let's give it a go. So we'll do so we'll do a full set of that. We'll swap over to a different emblem because I'm currently using a ranger emblem, so we need to go back to the mage emblem, which might actually be in here. I've got some accessories just chilling out in here. So let's see. Yeah, let's go sorcerer's emblem there, and then we don't need that, so we could replace that with that. And then we've got a pretty rockin' setup. Yeah, alright then. Let me grab some buffs now. I'll give it a go. Okay, we're gonna go and do this. I reforged this. First go, Mystic, amazing. It's all thanks to this. This has saved me so much money just overall throughout the series. Okay, let's give it a go. So I haven't used this setup in a very long time. I actually don't know if it's that good. I just remember that back in the day when the Razorblade Typhoon came out, which was like 1.2.4, it was good. Right, okay, so you see here, I've killed all the enemies and it's not spawning. This means that the dungeon has been altered. Now, I don't know exactly why this has been altered because, as you can see, I actually haven't done anything to, like, this area. And I did think it was strange when they were spawning here. So what it might mean is that I need to get rid of all of this. This is a faff. This is something that's going to have to be pushed back until the next episode now. Just because I don't have time to mess around with this and fix it today properly. But I would assume this means I have to clear out this. And then possibly clear back some of this dirt. Maybe. That might do it. I'm not too certain how this works. This actually happened to me in Terraria Overhaul before when I did my like mini-series on Chippy Gaming in normal mode. It was the exact same thing, and I'm pretty sure I had to use a mod to spawn them back in. So I'll leave it for today. We'll come back at it tomorrow, and that's going to be good because we can start tomorrow. We can do the towers. We can finish Old One's army. God, we've got so much to do, and I just realized I filmed this entire episode with bad zoom. Sorry, mobile users. So guys, that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, maybe consider clicking that subscribe button and sticking around. And if not, I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you all for watching, guys. Peace.